big decision taken by the Calcutta High Court. The High Court has cancelled Bengal teachers' recruitment. It is a big blow to the Mamata government. The High Court, in fact, has dissolved the government panel for the recruitment and has ordered, and their orders have cancelled 24,000 teachers' appointments. Remember, the teachers' appointments is illegal, is what the High Court has said. The teachers will have to return their salaries, is also what the High Court added. The ex-TMC minister, remember, is in jail in the teachers' scam. And Saurabh Gupta joins us to get us more details. Saurabh, big observations by the High Court, and the High Court has said that the teachers will have to return their salaries.
So, this is likely to end up in an appellate court, which is, of course, the Supreme Court now, given that this is an order of the Calcutta High Court. And now, obviously, not only is the state going to appeal, but perhaps also even those whose, jobs are at stake will probably appeal the decision, because this is, of course, something that, has been passed by a division bench of the Calcutta High Court, so it could go to, it appeal in the Supreme Court. Or the state could even file a revision petition. So all of these things are the legal remedies that are available to the state, and those are likely to be, exercised by the state as well. But this is a case that's been in the headlines for a long time. This is also a case that has, caused much embarrassment for the Trinamool Congress, given the fact that one of its senior-most leaders earlier, who was later thrown out of the party, Partha Chatterjee is in jail, and so are several other leaders also are in jail in connection with this case. What is this case? This, refers to illegal recruitments, alleged illegal recruitments on the basis of bribes for those who were undeserving candidates and whose mark sheets were, OMR sheets were blank or, etc. So this is something that is the case, the crux of the case, that these appointments were made illegally on the basis of bribes, etc. Now, obviously, the Calcutta High Court has cancelled these appointments and asked them to return salaries, which becomes a very challenging task because, all of these, candidates are also, working people who and, obviously, salaries are not something that, they would have spent on maintaining or running their homes. So how all this will play out in the days to come is likely to be in the court only. It is likely to be challenged. The Calcutta High Court's decision is likely to be challenged in the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court will, of course, hear the matter perhaps once such challenge is placed before the court. At this point, though, we haven't had a reaction on whether the state is going to go to the Supreme Court or not. But in all likelihood, they will challenge the decision of the Calcutta High Court.
All right. So big decision taken by the Calcutta High Court as the High Court has cancelled Bengal teachers' recruitment. Saurabh Gupta, thank you very much for getting us all the latest. In fact, we are joined by Tausif Khan, a political analyst and a TMC supporter, as well as Dr. Shautrupa, who's a spokesperson of the BJP. Let me start by asking you, Tausif Khan, first of all, your reaction to the High Court order, and this comes amid the election season. Doesn't it make the corruption charge stick on Trinamool?
So this case is nothing new. This case is going on from a long time, and the minister was put behind bar and he was sacked from the all-party position. He was asked by the Trinamool Supremo to go first come clean and then think about joining the party again. So this is a ruling from the High Court division bench. Obviously, the legal proceeding has not concluded yet. There are avenues open for taking further action, and I'm very hopeful that the party the parties will ultimately go in an appeal, because the ruling has certain sections, certain aspects which is basically inexecutable, and one of them is direction upon all the 25,000 odd teachers to return their salary along with the interest. And then this is a ruling which affects a great number of people. 25,000 people with one order are rendered jobless. So there may be discrepancies, there may be irregularities in the appointment of their post, but whether they are curative defect, whether it can be cured going forward, or whether such a strict order has to be passed, it all will go under the judicial review, and the Supreme Court or any other judicial forum, wherever the party goes, will take an appropriate decision in due course of time.
All right. Let's also, Dr. Shautrupa also joins us. Dr. Shautrupa, first of all, your reaction to this particular order, and remember, TMC government, it has taken action and distanced itself from Partho Chatterjee in this particular case. Are you not satisfied? Are you satisfied with the Bengal government's response?
Osama, good afternoon. Firstly, there is no question of us being satisfied. And what Tausif has said, and echoing him what you have said, is, I would say, just 1% of what the entire case is all about. Which is only after Partho Chatterjee, the then number 2 man, was, taken into jail, that after 6 weeks, Trinamool decided that maybe now they should ask him to resign or suspend him or whatever. Now that forms just one part of the whole case. The point here is that this is an institutionalized corruption which not only was the state government privy to, Trinamool party with Mamata Banerjee at the helm of affairs and her nephew Abhishek Banerjee was completely, fanning this on. They knew what was going on. So they basically wanted an entire generation to be privy, to be taught under corrupt or incapable, uneducated, semi-educated teachers who had to pay their way to get into some kind of a job, or in this case, the School Service Commission job. They didn't qualify in the OMR sheets. They did not have adequate marks, but this Trinamool government, Mamata Banerjee, Abhishek Banerjee, Partho Chatterjee mainly, and the rest of them, there are a series of arrests if you've tracked the case.
All right.
All of them took a whole lot of money. That is the major part. So this is one government who very consciously wanted to corrupt an entire generation with incapable teachers. Now, as far as this judgment is concerned, within minutes of the judgment, we have Mamata Banerjee screaming her head off that they want to go and appeal. Now, what are they appealing against? This judgment is very clear. They are saying that there is a term called supernumeric jobs, which means the jobs that were already there in SSC, they were not filled. They were not filled as per the OMR sheet capabilities which have been revealed. Abhishek Banerjee has started this supernumeric job, which means they are jobs which are created, not in the government scheme. They were created by this party so that their friends and relatives could pay and get these jobs. Those jobs were directly cancelled.
All right.
The second part of the judgment is that the people who do not qualify in the OMR sheets and their marks are not good enough, their jobs are also cancelled. Now, there is a hitch in this. The OMR sheets, the computers which had these OMR sheets were destroyed by the Trinamool people, and there is no soft copy. CBI has been entrusted to look for these soft copies, the scanned copies, and CBI has been given a complete free hand to interrogate and arrest whoever they want to. So this is a landmark judgment. Now BJP has 2-3 questions. One is BJP demands the immediate resignation of the Chief Minister. Abhijit Ganguly, the ex-judge who had been questioned, who had been accused that his judgment was politically instigated. This judgment has upheld his judgment and made it very clear that Abhijit Ganguly had in fact been kinder, and this judgment is even more harsh. He has said that the Chief Minister should go into the Dharmatala and publicly apologize to people. Most importantly, we are worried, BJP is worried that there should be immediate employment of the people who qualify in the SSC exam, the OMR sheets, the applicants of these SSC jobs who are agitating for about almost now 3 years in rain, hail, sunshine, storm, and
all right, Dr.
Shautrupa, has been extremely insensitive to them.
Got it. So the teachers, they have been told to return their salaries. It's a big embarrassment for the Mamata government in the Bengal teachers' job scam. The High Court, the Calcutta High Court, cancelling Bengal teachers' recruitment, a big blow to Mamata government.